So how important is marketing? I get to ask this question quite a bit because what we do a lot of is teach essentially internet marketing or web-based marketing. So marketing is one of the most important functions in a business because it's behind sales. As a CEO for many years, someone asked me what my most important function was, and I said sales and marketing. I always put sales first and then marketing. What I really should have said was marketing and sales because the sales were always a direct response to marketing. So, what is marketing? Marketing is one thing and only one thing. It's communication with prospects and existing clients. Now, this is an important thing. Now, I'm going to date myself a little bit. I started marketing in the late 70s for my family's company. And we were literally had a mimeograph machine. We print out catalogs, and we had a mailing list of a few thousand people we sent that out to. By 1985, we were printing 150-page full color catalogs and mailing them out to 50,000 people. By 2000, we were producing three 200-page full color catalogs and a DVD, which was suddenly a big thing in 2000, and sending it out to, I believe, 100,000 clients across the United States. All of our business was driven by marketing. Our salespeople would walk in the door to a prospect or an existing client, and they would pull our catalog up. Or they'd go into the men's room at one of the clients we got, and you'll see the client in the reading bin next to the commode, right? When I went to college in the 80s, I went to UC Davis, and one of the required books to read in my class I was taking happened to be the one that I wrote, which was our catalog. And I took the thing and went to the instructor. I said, the guy who created this whole catalog was me. And he goes, great, you get to talk to the students. Why did you do it? I said, well, it drove our sales. That's how important marketing is. And a lot of companies, they're worried about selling first. Now, about 1997, the internet became, well, a little earlier than that, the internet became prominent, but we got to the point where we were looking at doing different ways of selling online. This is the days before anyone even heard of really Google was not happening yet, or YouTube, or most of the things we do for marketing nowadays was just didn't exist. It was at the infancy of what was going on. Literally, people knew our name. They would go to our website and we would display products like a catalog there, but they still had to call the office to place your order. I think it was 1988 we actually created a shopping cart and people were able to buy online, and we were able to do what was called vendor managed EDI inventories through our computer system, where our inventories were managed by our vendors by them having electronic data interchange right with our systems so that we could minimize our inventory, maximize our sales. So that's a case where operations were working in congruence with our marketing efforts. So if we were marketing a particular product, our demand might spike and automatically our vendors would fill our orders for us, or at least to our warehouses. We had 13 warehouses across the United States. So this was a lot of logistics and a lot of personnel eliminated by using the EDI system in conjunction with our shopping cart and our vendors who were able to work with us on that basis. And fortunately, that was of the bigger products. The small products not that important. So marketing was driving the whole thing. Yeah, we had people calling on customers and taking care of orders, writing orders and stuff like that. But their job became less about taking care of the day-to-day orders because our catalogs did it all and our website did it all. Their job became more of consultative sales. They would go into a operation and they would work on the high-tech type of products we were offering our clients. These would be things like environmental control systems, research facilities, stuff that we constructed for the viticulture industry out in California. It was a huge business and we made millions of dollars doing it. So our salespeople were freed up by our systems and our marketing to focus on obviously client relations and also selling the higher ticket items that made us more money. This is why we grew. Everything was based on that marketing thing. Now it's no different today. In 2000, we sold our business in 2004, And I found a job working for a company in San Diego as a chief financial officer, and they had financial problems. And the owners didn't have any money to put into the business, so the opportunity was to go out of business or face litigation from banks because they misreported their statements, and they were in a mess. But they didn't want to give up. So I said, well, what are we doing to market our goods? What we discovered is that there were certain products that we had phenomenal margins on, and there were certain markets that were huge, but we hadn't actually approached those markets. So we started doing press releases, and we started doing sales calls to promote our instant hot water solution, which was great for the pump company. Suddenly we had a big spike in business. Again, it was driven by knowing what our market was and finding a way to communicate with those clients. Turns out we picked up Home Depot, we picked up Lowe's, we ended up selling $30 million worth of these pumps where we had like an 80% margin on them, and it helped finance the company and get us out of the trouble to the point where we could sell it off to ITT. So the owners went from, I'm going to go to jail because we've been lying on our books, to thank you for the check, Bill, what are you going to do next? And I moved on and started my own business after that. But bit marketing is everything in terms of getting or priming the pump to get sales going. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to sell ebooks on ClickBank or you're selling dump trucks in El Cajon, which is something else I did. Okay, I'm CEO of this dump truck company, and I discovered, well, the tarping system we use actually reduces the fuel consumption of these dump trucks by 33%. What a great sales point. How do I get that point out there? So I started a public relations campaign. We got on the news, we got on the local. Next thing you know, our sales skyrocket. This is finding the market and finding a way to communicate to prospects and existing clients. Businesses flourish when they know how to market their goods. Marketing is the most important thing. So when people come along and say business opportunities, all this stuff is just a drop in a bucket, and it's not really marketing. It's sales without a future. Now, there are systems to get sales online, which is what people think of marketing as. In other words, I'm going to use Facebook ads, and I'm going to get clicks to an ad, and I'm going to sell that product. It's not marketing. That is sales, really. Marketing is creating this system that sells it for it. So the point of this whole video is, whatever business you're running, whether you're in a small business, a local chain store, a local auto body repair place, or you're running an internet marketing business, or you're doing a side gig, how are you marketing your business? How are you communicating with your prospects? It's so much easier now than it used to be, but it seems confusing because all the people out there are coming out and saying how easy it is to obfuscate it and make it seem confusing. Hey, someone asked me, how do I sell all the traffic I sell? I said, well, I post little ads on Facebook. How much money do you spend? Mostly they're Facebook group posts. I spend about $50 a month on my person who does it for me. And their chin hit the ground. They said, how much business are you doing? I said, we're approaching $100,000 a month in sales. And that's all you did? I said, yeah, well, we had a plan. It builds, it accumulates. I also do YouTube videos. You can market any business with these tools. There are guys on YouTube, for example. I love food. Who doesn't, right? So I follow some channels that are strictly about cooking steaks or whatever. And some of these channels get 500,000-600,000 views to a video because they built a following and they have a consistent message and they branded themselves. And what they do is they sponsor certain products and they get advertising income from YouTube. And these guys are doing nothing but making a video one guy's making 3 videos a week and getting over 1.5 million views a week. And he makes, I think it's $5 per 1,000 views. So you do the math there. It's some advertising income he's getting, plus he sponsors. He don't work. That's marketing because he has a concept. He sticks to the concept. He sees where it's going in the future. He has a plan to get there. He knows how to communicate that to his prospects. And then he executes on it. So if you want to get internet marketing, think it's some simple thing. Not if you're really going to be serious about it. If you want something simple, do a side gig like selling traffic for SoloAdBiz.org. That was my marketing I just did, right? So marketing is the single most important thing in any business, to me. Now you go talk to I have a very good friend of mine who's an engineer, and he's all about design and engineering. And I'm like, dude, my stuff is great. It does this. I go, who has it? Nobody. Why not? I can't sell it. Why can't you sell it? I don't know. You need to have a plan. First of all, how are you going to finance it? I don't know. So let's put together a business plan so you can get some financing. Let's do that first. Second, let's think a little bit about what we can do to market this. Let's get together for some coffee on Sunday. Trying to help them out. Marketing is really the engine that drives everything else. You don't have a problem. You can't make a product. You can't sell anything if nobody knows that you're there. You gotta be known. You gotta exist. So marketing is probably the most important function in the business. Now, I used to say sales and marketing when I was CEO. I've completely changed my mind. It's marketing and sales now. Guys, have a great day.